On Zed101, we discuss things that are trending around the world, and Africa is part of this big village. And a few things have happened that have excited a lot of people. A scandal in Zambia, where a woman slept with 200 men. Half of Engonga's conquests, one gentleman from Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, and he's a performer.
Is that what you call it?
You could watch the guy from Equatorial Guinea.
Who says I didn't?
Again,
Who says I haven't?
Baltasar. You need to come to Zambia. You don't have a fan club here.
They won't give him a visa.
No, you don't have a fan club.
Christian nation.
Let me tell you.
They won't give him a visa.
Baltasar, my brother. There's no fan club in Zambia. There's a shrine.
At number...
Women are flocking
number-
there. They're like, you were cute.
Iwendeze papa front, iwenda kumbuyo. You don't think so?
Hold on. Say that again.
3 out of 5 couples in Zambia film their sex.
Welcome to the Zed101 Podcast with me, Chanda and my co-host, she copied my clothes, lovely Tanya Fuchs.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good.
You seem happier than last week. Why?
I'm just getting over it.
You're getting over it. You're still pissed.
I hold a grudge.
I wonder what made you so annoyed.
Don't even start.
So,
Because it will take 2 seconds for me to bring it up again.
E-grudgy, are you enjoying it? Is it
feels good while I'm having
Is it
it.
improving your blood flow, fidia, hair? Right?
You know when you are motivated to punch somebody?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about you.
Yeah. Chavipa. We should find you someone to fight, get a ring and throw you in there. But the trick
Mike
is that
Tyson?
we're going to switch off the lights.
Jake Paul?
One of these local
Whoop
chicks.
that little white boy's ass?
Whoopi Goldberg.
How?
Because she talked too much.
That's not fighting.
Yeah.
That's talking.
So, on Zed101, we discuss things that are trending around the world, and Africa is part of this big village. And a few things have happened that have excited a lot of people. Locally, in Zambia, people are happy about the performance of one gentleman from Guinea, Equatorial Guinea. His name is Baltasar Engonga, and he's a performer.
Is that what you call it?
He is a champion.
He's the champion of the men.
Champion of champions.
He
He's our
inspires.
guy. This guy should have been in the Bible. But before we talk about him, I'd like to know exactly how your week was. How are you?
Yeah. It was okay. Just too much work. The whole thing of trying to balance working for a company abroad, working here. I'm 2 hours.
There's a 2-hour difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I finish work at 7 p.m., which is 5 p.m. over there.
Yeah.
And I just go straight to bed. What else is there to do? Before I used to be like, 5 o'clock, go have some fun.
You could watch the guy from Equatorial Guinea.
Who says I didn't?
Again.
Who says I haven't?
Always then.
They got shared, the video clips. I have them on demand.
Oh my gosh. Do you think he's got a career in the porn industry?
Hell yeah. He about to come out. He's going to have a Pornhub channel. And the women will be queuing to be the star of his next episode session.
So let's get into it. There has been a lot of condemnation about that, and the focus clearly shifted from why he was being investigated or why he really got arrested. What's your take on the whole thing?
That's a big question. Can you please narrow it down a bit more?
He was being investigated for fraud, okay, because he's in this office, which is big. He's a director. He's not a small boy. He's got a very big portfolio in the government, and they figured something fishy was happening. You need to strike out the word fishy. It's very cheap. I hate it, so scratch it. So, yes. It's like the way our teachers used to say, yeah, very cheeky, you. That's what they used to say. But anyways, he's got this very big portfolio. He's responsible for a very big part of the government machinery. And it was alleged that there was corruption which was coming through his office or from his office directly. So when they issued a warrant to search his office, they confiscated a lot of stuff, as you know. That's standard. They did not actually go for those things, but it might have been one of those things where he's storing information which might lead to the perfect conclusion of the investigation. And
otherwise known as evidence.
yes. I change your lawyer.
I don't know if you're bad.
Yeah, I like it. This
But
cleverness.
what evidence did they find?
So, in the process of scrutinizing, going through the evidence, they came through some visuals, you know, and that clearly diverted the attention from what they were really after.
No, that's not actually what happened.
What happened
right?
then?
So they went and they started looking at the evidence that they had picked up. And then one of them leaks the footage that he came across. There was a folder or something that had all of these videos in it.
Yes.
So whoever this person was, who we still don't know who leaked the videos, obviously leaks it. But obviously the assumption is it will stay in our WhatsApp group. You know, you and your basketball WhatsApp group, you guys, how you like to share salacious nonsense.
We are decent human beings.
Oh, sure.
We don't share
Sure.
nonsense.
Anyway, so
Disclaimer, I'm a Catholic. In a Christian
So-
nation. Yes, madam.
this person shared this content, but didn't realize how other people were going to share it. And it didn't just stay in Equatorial Guinea. It's gone worldwide via social media, WhatsApp and things like that predominantly.
Yep.
So it's more that nobody knew who leaked it. Ngonga certainly does not know how famous he is.
He's
He
big.
about to find out, right? Him is there feeling sorry for himself. Oh, I'm in prison for financial corruption. Guys, in the back of his mind, I got a career after this. I'm about to be a porn star. And it's what he always wanted. Why else would he be filming all those
Who
things?
told you that's what he wanted? Why
else
would you
he-
conclude that?
Why else would he be filming? The one where he's filming and he's even watching himself. Why else would you do that?
You do that, you're like, like when I'm playing basketball and someone's filming, I'm like,
Yes, but you don't play basketball watching yourself.
two different games.
Him is
Yeah.
busy doing his dance moves watching himself.
He's a good dancer.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe he's a good dancer.
He started a trend.
So, go on.
So yeah, anyway, so this got shared a lot wider than he realized that he had any clue about, right? He doesn't even know how famous he is. But the problem is, men are viewing it in one way, women are viewing it in another way. So,
Oh, hell no. Same.
explain.
Same.
Explain.
The women are so happy. We need one of these guys just frolicking around doing things here in Zambia. The men are like, super. Uyu, he's the one.
Exactly.
But the question that begs
But
is,
that's what I meant. Viewing
why
it one
are we
way.
scandalizing adults?
It's the instinctive reaction most people have. Huh? Namtamba. And actually, it's you Christians who are always the problem. And if you watch other people who are talking about this, you know, I know, but I haven't watched the videos.
Oh, hell no, she
But
has.
I know. Why would you comment on something you have not explored and investigated
You accept
properly?
to be a guest on a panel. You need to do your research. How are you going to contribute?
Exactly.
Exactly. So those 4 women who were talking, they done watched that.
Of course.
One of them watched that with her husband.
You should not voice an opinion on something you don't actually know about. So I can tell you how good that man is at his job because I watched those videos.
He's good.
I know why he had 400 women.
So he's good at his job.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen. Amen. Baltasar, you need to come to Zambia. You don't have a fan club here.
They won't give him a visa.
No, you don't have a fan club.
Christian nation.
Let me tell you.
They won't give him a visa.
Baltasar, my brother. If I could speak Spanish, I would say this in Spanish. There's no fan club in Zambia. There's a shrine.
At number...
Women are flocking
number-
there. They're like, you were cute.
Iwe neze papa front, iwe ndakumbuyo.
No, I was interested in the fact that consenting adults are being scandalized.
Yeah.
First off, he did not leak that.
100%.
What do we do if the person was caught who leaked that? What do you think should happen? Because
Should be given a medal.
for leaking that.
He's about to save lots of marriages. Baby, can you do this one? Do this one.
Our friends, our brothers in these marriages are missionaries.
That's the
And,
problem. We don't want you fucking missionaries. We want dirty sex like these people are having.
That was not dirty
in
sex. That was
bathrooms.
just- that was not dirty
In
sex.
small bathrooms. On fields.
There was no dirty sex there.
It's dirty sex.
He
as
just
in-
had options. That's all.
No. I don't mean dirty in like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
gross way,
Yeah.
but dirty sex, which is like raw sex.
Like
Not
intense.
missionary sex where we've just had to pray first.
Here's a good thing about it. He's disease-free.
Yeah.
They did like a tweet.
Yeah, it's very
Took
lucky.
out some blood, and like,
Did they though? I don't know.
They have.
Why would they do that? Because it's not part of the
Because
case.
they decided we're gonna do an examination
Oh,
of
in
this
case
guy.
they need to prosecute him for that.
Now,
as
now the
well.
question is, why would you do that? Because there's no complainant.
No, exactly.
Why would you wanna do that?
Exactly. They were all very consenting women,
Yes.
very happy to be filmed.
But why can't those women come out and say, leave him alone?
They probably have. Who knows? We don't know.
So maybe it's because the reason they're pissed off is because some of these women come from powerful families.
Of course.
Yeah. Some of them are wife of this one, daughter of that one. But I just wanted to find out from your end. There are people now who are saying these women were victimized, were victims. Would you agree?
How?
After watching...
I'm such a victim. I'm here playing with myself while it's filming. Come
Ewa.
on now.
Did you hear that?
If we're going to talk about it, we'll talk about it properly. They were very much consenting, staring at the camera, wanting to look good while they were being filmed as well. They had an agreement, right? And he would have explained why he films and what he's going to do with the footage. Of course, none of them thought it was going to be leaked.
No.
Okay.
He
So
was clearly not
They were
leaking.
happily consenting. And it's, look, I can guarantee you 3 of 5 couples in Zambia film their sex as well. They just won't admit it.
Aye.
You don't think so?
Hold on. Say that again.
3 out of 5 couples in Zambia film their sex. Especially if they're to my young, fresh love.
Those to my marriages that end in...
No.
It's adding spice, aye?
Of course it is.
So there's absolutely nothing wrong. Would you say there's been a lot of talk about this, okay? Especially the issue of women being victims and whatnot, which is total BS. I think it's total BS because in some of the videos, the women were either adjusting the cameras themselves or preparing themselves for entry. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I think it's called penetration. Hey? Yeah, she knows better. Why would this guy be labeled a gigolo?
Because of the number of women that he slept with. Because in the early days of the story coming out, it was also said that some of the women were giving him gifts. And it's just as days have gone by, more and more of the story gets shared out and everything. But the gigolo status is just because he slept with loads of women and potentially he was gifted. But we don't know because he was quite, he was in a good job himself. So...
I'm not really for that argument, actually, the gigolo status, because generally a gigolo, you know about him as he goes anywhere, you're like, hey, what are you doing in that place? You're with George. Why? You don't know about George. This guy, it was nowhere near that.
No.
Nowhere near that. There's a new argument about the ethical standards of public service workers in Guinea-Bissau, in Guinea Equatorial, which of course happens in all countries, all right? What would you say about that? You can't be human because you work in public service.
No, and again, I think it's just a derivative of like religion, culture. If you're Mchinshi, it's like Zambian parents. You would think they don't have sex. The fact that they don't even touch hands and kiss in front of their children, right? But you're like, but you've got 10 babies running around. So somehow that happened.
Duty sex.
Oh, really?
Duty sex.
Is that what it's called?
It was duty sex.
Okay.
For those who used to have 15 kids, yeah, they didn't.
What duty?
Madam, na makumaini mkobomba.
Eh.
Come and relax me.
Okay, but that's what sex is anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
In general?
It is. So this man's dad also holds a very big position. Yeah. He is president of the Central African Economic and Monetary Community Commission. And now they're thinking, what the heck?
What do you mean?
They are thinking, while we are reeling, Malabo is now engulfed in this scandal. What happens to the dad? Because we're thinking, why would you want to connect that?
What?
The father's name has come up and he's indirectly under attack. How would you think logically this thing should be handled?
Look, some of that is probably inside information which we don't have. All we care about is the sex scandal. That likelihood is because he's, what is Engonga's title? He's financed something.
The director of
anti-corruption finance, what. So the likelihood is it's just a connection more in terms of the corruption side of the relationship dealings. But the reality is that was one thing. The sex is another thing. The likelihood is the father's connection is more in line with the corruption case as opposed to the sexual exploits.
I think they also want some embarrassment of sorts. Because clearly the father can't be bothered. He didn't do anything. You know what I mean? But because your father has got this really big position, you're supposed to be somehow affected by what your son has done.
Yeah, but that's because that's what it's the president's niece. Was it niece? He slept with. His brother's wife, he slept with. Like, he slept with everyone. I told you. Equatorial Guinea is a randy little country. They've got nothing else to do. 4 million people. They've all slept with each other by now, probably. Yeah? Certainly, Engonga is halfway there.
He's hammered.
Yeah.
The entire clan.
He's done the country proper.
So for his brother's wife to go and gift him, she wanted.
Of course. Like, that's not even in question. There is no question about those women not wanting the sex. They all wanted it. In his own way, he's an attractive, powerful man. Those are all the key elements of attraction that most women will have, right? And like I said to you before, that man has got sweet words. He knows how to get your pants off.
Now which way?
You can just tell. How you think those women look that happy because
they were happy
because he paid them? Come on now.
There was joy.
Did you not see how happy those women were?
There was happiness, joy, there was harmony. There is a particular one which is, that one you should be paid for that one.
Which one?
The one they were by the river.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one was like, okay, wait. Let me go change it. Yeah. No, I can't hear the sound. I need the river flow.
The fact that, I think it was his brother's wife that was the pregnant one. The fact that he also slept with a pregnant woman.
Was it one or two?
You're telling me she was not consenting?
I have no problem with that
to
man.
Be pregnant and want to have sex. He knows something. He knows how to work what he has.
Okay. Question. What can we learn from this, if there's anything to learn?
Be more like Engonga.
While Chisomo is dozing, be more like Engonga.
Chisomo gone.
Don't be like Chisomo. I think Chisomo hasn't watched that. He needs a link. YouTube, Facebook. Don't drop it, please. Someone needs to click. Let's click on it first. But let's bring it home. So because of this, you know how YouTubers are. They decided to do a bit of research. And one Nigerian guy found a scandal in Zambia where a woman slept with 200 men. Half of Engonga's conquests. Those are conquests. We can call them
escapades.
Conquests. Escapades, yes. So this lady, her name is Chanda Winfreda.
What year was that?
We're not making it up. It's all over social media. It was posted years ago. So, madam, if you intend to sue me, forget it. It's not happening. Now, there's no year particularly stated here, but she was fired from Zambia National Commercial Bank for doing this. She hammered 200. Let's talk about the comparison.
My girl. My girl.
That's your girl.
Hell yeah. Masterclass. Her Engonga.
But
Let's
here's
go.
the thing, we haven't seen the videos.
Well, because she didn't film them, right? That's why I said, what year was that?
There's no year specifically, but it was reported June 10th, 2023.
Okay, so
but I
only
think it was
last
even
year.
earlier. It could have been earlier, this thing. Yeah. It's just that...
But there's difference. Can you imagine a woman who maybe you're having sex with for the first time saying to you, can I film this? It's very different.
It is?
Oh, absolutely. It's very different to a man.
Seriously?
Man will rush to film.
So women do like a...
Take it easy, baby. First, let's do it at least a couple of times.
Make a
Then we
film.
can film.
So is this speaking from a position of experience? Or...
Are you telling me you've never filmed?
I don't know
You've
what's
never
going
filmed
on
your
here.
sex.
Christian nation, yeva mayava.
You see?
Yeah.
You just have vanilla sex, ka?
So no, you know, I mean, it's my kind of thing is very simple. It's spiritual.
Whatever.
It's
Sex
spiritual.
is not spiritual.
It's
Sex
spiritual.
is just sex.
This is how I do it.
Oh,
Give me
come
a hand.
on.
Give me a hand. Give me a hand. Give me a hand.
I don't want spiritual
like,
sex. I don't want
"Yeah, oh."
spiritual sex.
I'd be like,
I'll be like, can we start?
oh, we didn't push that.
That's my point.
I'm done.
Huh?
Gone.
Nobody needs 1 minute man.
So the lady was, she served as a senior bank executive, and she was apparently promising people jobs at the bank. Or if you hit it, I'll approve your loan, or I'll make sure the process is easy and whatnot.
Abela, let's do this.
Yeah. What do we learn about stuff like that? Why do people try to dehumanize what people like to do? It's normal for people to have sex.
Because we like to be judgmental, because we like to put down people and claim we would never do it, when in fact you're even jealous. You wish it was you.
Right? But I think in the Western world it's worse because of the manner they do this.
In what sense?
There's bestiality as well.
Why did you have to go that far?
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
Bring it home
Hang
then.
on, what do you mean?
Bring it home.
What do you mean there's also bestiality?
If you're
Explain, I don't understand.
there's doing things with animals.
What's that got to do with Engonga or our young lady?
Yeah,
What's her
I'm saying
name
that
again? What's her name again?
Winfreda.
Frida.
Winfreda.
Winfreda.
Yeah, Mashinaya.
Alamwandini.
Hey,
So-
and she had to be from Lapula.
So what does that have to do with bestiality?
What I'm saying is that in the Western world, it's even worse than that.
What? What
You
is
see.
worse? I'm trying to understand your point.
Oh, you, it's just men and women. Period. But
Okay,
yeah.
this is about numbers. Right? It's about how many men and how many women. Bestiality is not about numbers. That has nothing, doesn't fit into
I'm
this.
talking about the filming of these things is worse on the other side because they do it with strange things. What's that? Oh, good Lord. Yeah.
Okay, no, I don't get the reference. I don't get the connection. But look, if what you're saying, bestiality is another form of sex, right? There's the lady at the moment who's got an OnlyFans, and she opened up. Oh my goodness, spit it out, Tanya. She opened up, like, you apply to have sex with her, and she's doing, like, for over 18, so you had to be over 18, you had to confirm that you were over 18. But she's doing a record of the most sex in one sitting. So again, it's just it's a numbers game, you know. Engonga was 400 videos over a long period of time, you know. This is what I'm saying. He got to know how to persuade you to eventually say yes so that you would have this sex. 400 women, it doesn't happen overnight.
I don't think the sex issue was a problem for him. It's the issue of consenting to be filmed.
That wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's not
Because
a problem.
you can have it,
He
but
would have
convincing
been
somebody.
having sex with one, phoning, as he leaves, he's phoning another one. Like, he's got all of these people on the go. You know men who have more than one woman.
I'm assuming.
You Zambian men know how you juggle your women. Eh? So,
Zambian men,
yes.
Christians.
Yeah, even those like,
We have-
those on
we-
Sunday, they're very good. But Monday to Friday,
Zambian men are decent.
oh, whatever, sure.
The only indecent Zambian men are politicians. Chapwa.
You agree?
The rest of Zambian men are decent. Not Yawa Uka today, Tonse tomorrow.
No, there's
And then, oh, I'm just trying to qualify that.
But again, that's jumping into bed with anyone. It's
No,
the same thing.
I have issues with Engonga issue. The 400 to me is not a real number. I think it's more. If they're saying 400, it means they have 400 on video, to me.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So there's those he did not film.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many
And
are
that's
there
what
in the
I'm
country?
saying. Those were the consenting for filming, right?
Yeah.
Others would not have consented to be filmed. And that's what I'm saying. He learned how to persuade you to be filmed.
I'm also wondering why this should be a big issue.
It's not. We make it an issue because it's not a standard practice for most people. You Christians would not think that that's an okay thing to do. So you're the ones who find it most shocking. Other people will be like, oh, okay, he filmed his sex. Okay.
But for Winfreda, it was justifiable because it was like a means to an end.
Yeah, she was a very randy woman who managed to she used her power and influence to sleep with as many people as she could.
Okay. OnlyFans is...
It's like they say, some people are like nymphomaniacs, right? They enjoy having sex. And they'll get it as many ways and by any means.
Oh man, I don't have anything else to say about this because both, to me, whoever exposed this person is somebody who did not get the job or the loan. I mean, how else could it be exposed? Huh? How else could it be exposed? Would you walk into...
What was she... Why did it become a story?
Exactly.
Was she arrested?
No, she was... Zambian bank suspends female worker for sleeping with over 200.
Okay, so then the rumor must have got round in the company that she's sleeping with people.
Yes.
And so now the company takes its ethical position and says, we don't want people like that working for us.
The exact question I asked about the government in Equatorial Guinea is talking about ethical standards for civil servants. Yeah. It becomes very tricky because now they're spending a lot of money bugging and wiring all the offices.
Let them. Yeah. They've got nothing else to do.
Yeah. And there's only 1.9 million of them.
All it does is it moves people to darker corners. They'll still do what they do.
Even to the river, Korea?
Engonga. They better put the camera in each of the river trees that they have there.
They need to have a smart city.
They need a smart city for sure. Yes.
They need to have Huawei gadgets all over the place.
Starlink just coming zoning down on you.
Yeah.
The minute you start taking your top off, why are you getting naked?
We start, no.
Said beep, 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 beep. Hey. Put your shirt back on.
Yeah. Sir, that's it. Obviously, the Starlink thing is going to have an American voice.
Oh, yes.
It's going to have Elon Musk's voice. Sir, that's indecent. Mm-hmm. Sir, what are you doing to that woman? No, more like...
Are you penetrating that woman?
Oh, please my goodness. No. This is not a science thing. Let's stop that thing. Yeah. So, yeah, in Zambia, what's happening is that the guys in the priesthood, the papas, they're into this kind of stuff.
What do you mean?
The guys in charge of these Tuma fake wannabe churches, they have a flock of these Tuma women who follow them, and they usually get their way because there's a belief that if a man prays for me, I will be, blessed. I'll be able to buy a car. I'll be able to get this new property, or I'll be able to pass my exams. They're using the Christian cover as a way of getting to the women, which is really bad.
Is it bad?
It's terrible.
If it's consenting people, what's wrong with it?
Well, the exposure is not really good.
But again, you're doing the same judgmental thing that the bank did and that Equatorial Guinea's government did.
The bank,
if you're consenting, even if you're in church, if you're consenting, what does it matter?
Well, somebody reports and they say, you did this to my wife. Where are you? The bank, I do agree, because of the forms you sign about behavior and whatnot. But my point with the bank is, the exposure was not like she got caught in the bank.
Yeah, no,
somebody actually went and said, Ine, my loan has not been approved.
Okay.
I think my loan has not been approved by this woman, and this is what she made me do.
Yeah, and it's under conditions.
Yeah, sure. Or some boy says, I slept with this woman on condition that she gives me a job. Because there are two reasons they've given. It was promising people employment or helping them process their loan.
Yeah.
And it did not work.
But what do you think about when everything turned and it became a story about Engonga's wife?
Well, they started digging. They have got 6 children together, and they've dug and found that there's 1 or 2 videos about her as well. So you start thinking, using your words,
But yeah, go on.
Randy little country. Those are your words.
They're never going to grant me a visa to go to Equatorial Guinea.
Well, you need to figure what's nice to go there for, apart from him.
It looks like a nice place.
Well, it's like a tiny little place like this.
I mean, he would be an added advantage of going there.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
you
On
know.
the form, reasons.
New form of tourism,
Engonga.
right? Reason for visit to see Engonga.
I want to go to the shrine. The river shrine. Yeah, but apparently with the wife, they found that she's got skeletons as well in a closet. We don't know to what extent it's true, but
This is my point. If you dig deep enough into any relationship, you'll find something.
something, not videos, but something.
But it doesn't. That's what I said. Something. It doesn't have to be videos. Not everyone acts innocent. Exterior projection looks very good, but the reality is inside. No, we're all
Baltasar, is it Baltasar or Baltasar?
Baltasar
Baltasar, wife.
Engonga.
Yeah. Leaked video, secret love life of Baltasar Engonga's wife. They are 2 of a kind, that's what they're saying.
And they have an agreement. What's wrong with that?
They are indeed a study in mutually...
What else do you have to do in Equatorial Guinea?
Quite a tourism.
Let them have all the sex they want to have.
So listen to this. For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out in the open. Luke
Isn't that a Bible quote?
Yes, Luke 18, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
So, Baltasar and his beautiful wife are 2 of a kind. They are indeed a study in mutually assured distraction. I love the way they did that. Not only are they on a warpath, given their antagonistic intimate propensities and inclinations, they have taken their warfare to a different level. So we don't know about the history of their relationship here. Or if she found out and decided I can do it.
Listen, they managed 6 kids. They had a good sex life.
Amazing.
You know, but in the end, even sleeping with the same person does get boring.
6 kids doesn't mean it's good sex life.
Whichever way.
It's just duty sex
Duty.
for some people. Maybe the first 2 it was good sex life.
No, I'm sure they had good sex.
Uh,
I think he's too randy not to have had good sex with her.
okay. So, British Valanda Randy. I'm Americans, they say, that is a horny little country.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to add anything else before we shut it down?
No, I think it will be interesting to see how this unfolds. But I think, you know, he's an unintentional star, you know, and if he uses it the right way, he can be a...
You can do a...
But I think it's a status thing, right? He's going to go from having been like this high power government type of influential job. I don't know how he would transition to like being a porn star, but the reality is I think he would prefer to be a porn star than finance
they'll
director.
approach him. I think they'll approach him. They could approach him.
Plus there'll be money now.
There'll be more
Which
money.
wakana.
Yeah, there'll be more money.
It's like Lorena Bobbitt. Do you remember Lorena Bobbitt?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
she chopped off the husband's penis and he became a porn star after they sewed it back on.
Back at the Sungo. Did nerve for nerve. Did a cat connect. And then...
And she threw it out the window. They had to go look for it. The police had to go look for it. It was a big story.
So you see how caring men are. Men, policemen went to look.
Let me save your
They
manhood.
said, boy, I got this.
Yeah.
They went in the bush and found this thing, picked it up, bagged it, tagged it, took it to the hospital, and they did him like, and he was back. Pornhub and whoever it was followed him and said, dude, there's a job for you here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, before we conclude, it will lead me because you said you can't, it's difficult to do things with the same person. What are your views then on, as we shut down this topic, on monogamy?
What are my views?
Yes.
One person for now is fine.
400?
Tomorrow will be another person.
400?
That's not my thing. I wouldn't sleep around with lots of people.
I said your views, that's all. Not
That's just
you
my view.
particularly.
My view is me.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But you know, I can be in a relationship today with one person and in a relationship with someone else tomorrow. It's
And then
kind of equates
the
to the
third day,
same
you're
thing.
like, oh boy, I'm back. That relationship now where the
Maybe.
Okay, cool. Yeah. On that note, on that Baltasar note, and his wife, we thought we'd explore a bit of what's been trending around the African continent, and yeah,
The best we could find is
the
sex.
best we could find is getting laid. Our brother, power to Baltasar.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Peace, Malama.
Next time.
Yep. We is dead.